Good afternoon, students. We are here to have the debate regarding on the advantages and disadvantages of using the technology. Since our subject is in physics, so there are some applications in physics in the technology that we are going to apply. And of course, there are advantages and disadvantages. We are going to tackle those advantages and disadvantages in forms of a debate. In my right, we have here those people who are against on the technology. And on my left are the people who are with the technology. Now, on the process of the debate, okay, each person will have 1 minute and 30 seconds to discuss, okay, their stand. And after their discussion of the stand, they were going to ask by the opponent group for 1 minute. After that, the other group will have now their time to explain their stand. Okay. After which, if all the representatives already give their stand, okay, each group will be given 5 minutes, okay, to ask question to any person in the opponent team for 5 minutes. And then the other team again, after the 5 minutes, will ask question to the other team. And after that, the audience will have now their time to ask questions for 1 minute. Okay, so I guess we are all clear on the rules of our debate. Let's give now the floor to the first person on the against the technology. Okay.
Dependence. Technological dependence is rampant. Dependence is a huge technological disadvantage. Most humans are constantly connected by landlines, cell phones, email, and social networking sites. Constantly accessible to everyone we know. Disconnecting makes us nervous. People depend on technology for news, communication, entertainment, or simply on the job. Office came to a halt when the internet is down. Cyberbullying, for example, it is so very common in this generation. People spread rumors behind the anonymity of the internet and write hate-filled comments on the website. It is difficult for enforce, especially for people behind through technology in doing crime. Thieves use technology to hack accounts and impersonate, access social networking profiles. That's all.
Okay, let's now give time for the questioning. Okay, people who wants to ask question.
Despite of what you said, the disadvantages of having technology, look around us. Everything around us is technology, like your cell phone, calculator, or iPad. So my question to you, how will you survive without technology?
We all know that technology is part of our lives. We can see that in our lives because we are born in modern era. But iniisip ko kung ano ang disadvantage nito. Oo, gumagamit ako ng cellphone, ng mang gadgets para sa pag-eskwela ko or something about na makakatulong sa akin. Pero, I'm still thinking the disadvantage of it, and
How will you survive?
Well, practically, I can't survive without it because it's part of our life now. We must practical person, but I'm thinking about the disadvantage of it. I know my limitation.
Thank you for answering my question.
Okay, it's also time's up. So let's now give the time for the opposing team to have their stand. Miss Porel, can you now sit? Okay, first person in the opposing team to give their stand, explain their stand. Okay, you have the floor.
Magandang buhay, everyone. In our world now, almost everything is more convenient and accessible due to advances in technology. Technology advances show people a more efficient way to do things, and these processes get a good result. For example, in our education, because of the computers, laptops, cell phones, and others, students are able to learn on a global scale without even leaving their classrooms. When it comes to medical field, very rare diseases such as cancer and etc. that everyone believes that is impossible to cure were now treated as a major breakthrough. So therefore, without technology, many people would hardly adjust to not having technology. That's all.
Okay. Yes.
Then this is my question. How will technology change the world in the next 100 years?
Well, technology changed the world in much modernized and much modern. Many inventions that will help us, that will help our lives get more easier. Like in medical field, for example, the radiation. Through technology, sooner or later, I bet that people will eventually invented a technology to cure the diseases caused by radiation.
Follow-up question. Since we are talking about medicine, this is my question. Do you think that one day technology will find a way that people will live forever?
No, people will not. No, because because we're not gods. People are not gods. They will not be created and eventually so that the people will be immortal. Because only God knows that. We all know that everyone here in the world will vanish sooner or later.
Okay, time is up. Okay. Let's now have the second person on against the technology to give his stand. Okay, please on the floor, Mr. 19.
Nowadays, we are bombarded with new technologies. Technologies that are created to lighten works, communicate easily, help in our studies, and etc. In other words, designed to help people. The technologies that are supposedly used to help people, sad to say, many of us use them incorrectly. Instead of using in research, people search for pornography, sites that are not good to people for the reason to satisfy themselves. Secondly, new technologies paralyze people creativity and make people lazy. People tend to rely on technologies in doing chores instead of engaging themselves to exercise their bodies. Thirdly, technologies destroy the authenticate relationship of people which is present before. Instead of talking personally, people tend to use cell phone or chat using the internet. Even if they are not far, people openly express their feelings in phone instead of telling it in person. Many other also new technologies change the world that we're living. I hope that this will change to the world for the better, not for the worse.
Okay, time is up. Okay. You may now ask question.
I want an honest answer, Mr. Hyde, please. Can you live without technology?
Yes.
how could you say that?
Basing on the history, before in the beginning there is no nothing, or if there is no technology. That
Oops. Remember that the tools that the early man is made of is sharpened stones, which is they find is sharpened stones, which on that day were actually is a technology. Imagine they find to make their lives easier. If they contented of what the people have long age, then why invented such thing to make their lives easier if not necessary?
Sige. Salamat, magandang tanong. Ito ang tanong ko rin, nakinig ka ba sa sinabi ko? Yes, sir. Di ba na? According to what I said, sabi ko kanina, ang technology ay napakabuti, nakakatulong sa tao. Ang problema, ginagawa natin itong hindi kaaya-ayang gawin o ginagawa natin ito sa mga bagay na di dapat ito gawin.
Okay, I guess it's already time. Okay, next presenter. Okay, start.
Many people in the world use technology because it is very useful and important to us. The technology is more advantageous because without technology, we can communicate with other people live in far places. And we know that many technology has disadvantages, but if we use the technology in the right way, the disadvantages will be advantages. Tandaan natin na lahat ng bagay nakakasama kung di mo ginagamit ng tama. Pero pag yan ginagamit mo sa tamang paraan, hindi rin naman nakakasama kundi nakakabuti pa.
Okay, questions?
Sige, may question. You cannot live without technology.
Can you elaborate the question?
Can't you live without technology?
Can you live without technology? That was the question.
Yes.
Yes, it means your life is depending to the technology.
Not at all the time that technology can affect to our lives, because it depends in the situation if we use it in the right ways, and also it depends you on how you use it, because you already know what the advantages and disadvantages of technology.
Ibig mong sabihin kung walang teknolohiya ngayon, hindi ka mabubuhay. Mabubuhay ka. Kasi, okay.
We are going to discuss those queries later. Okay, next presenter.
Technology generally makes living life less physically demanding. It has also made patience and focus a thing of the past. Technology can be beneficial to society, but it comes at a human cost as we struggle to adjust and keep with the changes. As the technology became more advanced, problems brought by the technology also increased. Yes, we can consider the good effects of technology, but we must also consider the bad effects of it. For us, as a student, overusing of technology can cause a lot of problems. One of it is, through social networking, a student may develop an unfavorable reputation based on those pictures or comments they posted, which is inappropriate or pictures of misbehavior. It can affect their chances of getting into the university of their choice or of getting a job. In short, their future is uncertain. We all need to figure out how to use technology in a way that doesn't replace knowledge, but reinforces it. That's all. Thank you.
Okay?
My question for you. Do you want all technology be vanished?
For me, technology help us. So I don't want to all technology will vanish. All I want is people must know how to use technology wisely so that it can't cause a problem because over too much can cause a lot. Thank you.
Okay? No other question? Okay? The last presenter for the with the technology.
Technology is applied to the roles each individual fulfills during life. We use technology on a daily basis to accomplish specific tasks or interests. Modern technology increases human capabilities, and this technology has evolved with years. What used to work before might not be working now. It must have got old or got replaced by modern technology. Modern technology simplifies life in so many ways, and everyone defines technology in their own way. To some people, it means complicated electronic devices. To others, it means the source of radical changes that are happening in all phases of life. Others define technology as science applied to practical purposes. Some people fear to use technology while others see it as the source of longer and more complete lives. And that's how we see technologies are a constant comfort in human life.
Okay? You may now ask questions.
Do you believe that the disadvantages brought by this advanced technology?
Do you believe that there would be disadvantages that is being brought by the advancement of the technology?
Yes, I believe.
That's your answer. Could these advanced technologies help to reduce the disadvantages of technology in what way?
Yes, it can help to reduce the disadvantage, and it depends on how you. It's just a matter of self-discipline. It depends on how you use it.
Okay? Further question? Further question? With the further question, 10 seconds left.
Through the advances brought by the technology, how these advantages help to solve the problem caused by the waste of technology. Through the advancement of technology, how could these advantages help to answer the problem caused by the waste of technology?
So what would be the ways to answer the waste of the technology? Are there any ways? Okay. So I guess to extend the time of the questioning, I am now giving 5 minutes to ask questions. Okay. This against the technology to in the technology, with the technology. 5 minutes questioning will be given now. Okay. And it is going to start it now. Okay. Question from this page.
Do you think that the advancement of technology affects our life? Affects our life? Yes.
You know, answer there. Okay. And then expand your answer.
Yes. Yes. For example, our education, noon, na hindi pa masyado high-tech yung technology, yung mga room, yung mga cafe pa. And now, look at us around us. Na semento na ang made sa atong room. So I believe that technology affect our lives.
Further question? Do you have? So are you not clear with the answers? Okay, no further question? Okay. If none, I am now going to give the time to the second group. Okay, second group, you may now ask further questions to the opposing team.
In our generation now, if you have not any products of technology, how can you survive without it?
In our generation today, our generation, we can survive without technology because from the history sa noon, di ba yung mga tao kanang ato sila kanang ay pumunta sila sa then we can maghanap na sila ng makakain nila tapos without technology kay naaman tayo we have forest, we can find food. Kaya nga kung walang technology, kung hindi na improve yung technology, hindi rin kayong nagustuhan ng tao, nagustuhan nilang maging sabon ba? Ay kung wala ang technology na to, kung walang teknolohiya ngayon, kung hindi naging more advanced ang teknolohiya natin ngayon, yung tao magiging contented lang siya kung anong meron sa henerasyon niya. Kaya hindi siya mag-aim kay alam niya na yun lang ang
Excuse me, Miss Scorpio. Sinabi mo kanina na walang ginagamit na technology noong unang panahon. So, anong tawag mo doon sa mga bato na mga sharpened stone na ginagamit nila para mag-hunt ng animals? Diba? Noong unang panahon, yun ang tinatawag nila na technology. So, please answer.
excuse me din.
Joke, guys. And
Sinabi ko lang na pwede tayong dili ra sa kanang mga kuan ba kanang hindi rin sa kanang we can find food naman kay kanang kuan di ay kanang dayro mga fruits di ay kailangan pa dahil na kuan sa technology so pwede naman sila dili mag-hunt kay makakaon naman sila ng mga fruits piraan.
Yes, you can faster.
Ang sagot ni Carpio ay galing talaga sa question ni Victor. May share akong sagot doon. May story or movie, based on the movie, na nakita, na sinabi rin sa akin. Ang sabi doon, wala sila lahat. Simple na simple ang kanilang buhay. Nabubuhay sila kung ano ang meron sila. Siguro sa labas ng kanilang bukid, ang daming teknolohiya, napakamarangya mga kabuhayan. Pero umalis sila doon dahil gusto nila na magandang buhay at mapayapang buhay. Doon sa kanilang bukid, kung ano ang meron sila, kung may silang pagkain, yun na ang kinakain nila. Wala silang kuryente, wala silang aircon, wala silang lahat, wala silang problema. Ang ibig sabihin ng doon na mabubuhay talaga tayo kahit walang teknolohiya. Kung ano ang meron natin ngayon, siguro hindi ito dahilan upang mabuhay at mamatay tayo kung hindi man tayo naka-level kung ano ang pamumuhay ngayon na merong teknolohiya.
Okay, so I guess the audience has these questions, okay, and queries regarding understand. So let's start with the technology. Any question? Yes.
Okay. One of you mentioned earlier a while ago that you are surrounded by the technology, right? So this is my vehicles are products of technology, right? So and it is the advantage of technology. Now my question is, how could these advantages of technology could reduce the product or the bad effects of technology not pertaining to vehicles?
So anyone?
How could this pertaining to the vehicles, yung product nga sa FC or the chlorofluorocarbon? So how could this advanced technology could reduce the product or the bad effects of technology pertaining to that?
Pwede siya ma-reduce yung pertaining to vehicles because dahil sa teknolohiya, naka-invento sila ng solar solar engines, gamit yung vehicles na solar powered vehicles. Yun, diba? Hindi naman yung nagabuka ng pollution. So, pwede siya ma-reduce.
Okay. What about question from this side? Yes.
This is for Mr. Hayektin. Can you live without technology?
Yes, I can live with technology.
Okay, that's enough. So, based on your answer, you said that you can live without technology. So, answer me without basing the history because we are now in changing world, which is the modern world. So, my question is, in our generation now, if you are the only person without technology and without the product of technology like t-shirts, spoon, and anything you use, do you think you live while you are left behind?
Yes, tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, dahil sa teknolohiya, nawawala ang pagka-creativity ng tao. Siguro kung wala ako ng lahat, wala ako lahat, siguro magagamit ko ang aking isip para ako'y mabuhay. Gagamitin ko kung ano ang nasa isip ko upang makasuot o kahit anong pangtaptap sa aking katawan, kahit na anong gamitin ko sa pagkain ko, kahit na anong gamitin ko upang makakain.
So do you think that you just said that you will find another way that you can